Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it looks like Warner Brothers is canceling yet another Scooby-Doo project. And no, they're not canceling Velma. As far as we know, Velma is still getting a season 2. But
well, I think it already was.
Yeah, but they could pull the plug on it. They've done it before with other shows. They're like, yeah, I know we already greenlit it.
That's true. And I mean, if they're pulling the plug on other Scooby-Doo programs, people would actually probably want to see, but they're doubling down on the one that everybody hates.
I don't have an explanation. The only explanation I can think is, again, Mindy Kaling's contract is like freaking ironclad or something. They have to release it, and maybe they're sacrificing proper Scooby-Doo projects to pay for Velma. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on, but they canceled yet another Scooby movie. Of course, they canceled, a Christmas special. They canceled Scoob 2, which was like 95% complete. And and somehow Velma lives and it's destroying the franchise and all the goodwill and whatever. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about where this Tumblr looking Superman cartoon is. Apparently it's still happening. It basically looks like fan fiction. It looks like the Owl House and She-Ra.
It does.
You know, this looks like something you would see
on Tumblr. Is that where the animators went?
Maybe. I don't know. So that is supposedly still happening too. So apparently Warner Brothers loves to release brand damaging, brand destroying cartoon shows, but we can't get proper sequels to things
Hey, I will give them this though. If this is the way that they're all going to look alike now with the art style like we used to have the Cal art stuff, this is far superior art style than we were having before.
That is true. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the shuffle at the top, and I wonder if the president he's the former president of Skydance Animation and DreamWorks Animation. He's supposedly going to come in to oversee Warner Brothers, and if that is the case, if things aren't going to change even more, because we don't know what's going on over there. So let's talk about all of this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 293, almost 294,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 300,000. You guys have been amazing, but make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube sometimes is very unamazing and they will unsubscribe you if you don't interact. Go figure. So this is coming from Screen Rant. Again, the word on the street is Velma Season 2 is happening. Whether or not anybody wants it, it's going to happen.
I still think it was all one order.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's the same with Kevin Smith's He-Man. I think
it's like they Netflixed it. They took one order and split it into 2 seasons. You know? 8 or 10 episodes. I think it's 8, yeah.
Yeah, so another Scooby-Doo movie scrapped despite Warner Brothers tax write-offs being done. The Haunted High Rise finds itself scrapped despite recent indications that Warner Brothers tax write-offs are finally done. So they've gone back on its promise to cease its write-offs by canceling an upcoming animated Scooby film during production. The merger between Warner and Discovery at the end of the year was an expensive one, which resulted in a lot of stuff getting cut, like Batgirl. Somehow the Flash still lived because Batman is going to bring people. They said there were a lot of widely panned decisions. They canceled Scoob Holiday Haunt this past August, and it's been revealed that another Scooby-Doo movie has been scrapped as part of the tax write-off thing. That's going to be their excuse for everything, right? It's going to be like, yeah, this looks like dog shit. Tax write-off. Yeah.
I don't know, because they let Velma on.
Yeah, I don't understand how Velma can live when the Hex Girls...
they're going, oh my God, we had, so many hits, because everybody couldn't believe how shitty it was. But people are still tuning in, so they're going to give it more and get rid of stuff like Hex Girls.
Yeah, this is what's crazy. So the Hex Girls, for those of you who don't watch the newer Scooby-Doo animated movies and TV shows, the Hex Girls are incredibly popular. They're like Josie and the Pussycats if they were witches.
They were, and they already get 3 new songs in this.
Yeah, I know. It was like kind of like gothy gem.
Kinda, yeah.
But during a recent interview with YouTubers JB and Millie, storyboard artist Carolyn Gare confirmed the film's shelving and the financial reasoning behind it. Gare, who was also supposed to be the director of animation on the project, revealed the film would have included the Hex Girls, as well as 3 new songs. Here's what they said. They said, I think the Haunted High Rise was even funnier than the first because we had the Hex Girls, new songs, we pulled out all the stops. We had motorcycle chases throughout hallways. Joe called me and said, has the studio been in touch with you? And I said, no. I think this was the beginning of October. And he said, oh, well, somebody should be reaching out to you. I'm afraid it got shelved and it's a financial decision, and I think Warner Brothers is getting a tax credit for shelving it and canceling it, so it's dead, 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 I think because of the merger with Discovery. Now, if it was last October that they were still canceling stuff.
So that wasn't before the end, but yeah.
Right. They just took a look at everything that was going to be going on into streaming, everything that was going to be going on to HBO Max, and just drew a red line through everything, figured out how much they spent. You know, the saddest part is it would have cost the same to shelve it as it would have to make it, because it was already locked picture and in animation.
Well, the other ones were almost done, and they still got rid of them.
Scoob 2 was like 95%. They said they just had to render some like shadow effects.
The Batgirl was pretty much done, got rid of it, so that doesn't really matter.
No, they don't care. They do not care. That was another reason for them doing the 2 movies back to back, because they had an animation studio they could be feeding work to. It seems sad since it's already so close, but I do not understand the politics or how financial decisions at Warner's get made. I don't think they're going to resuscitate it. My producer keeps saying he doesn't think it's going to come back to life, but maybe, who knows? It was a locked picture. All the dialogue, the songs were recorded. It was ready for animation. So we basically had, you have an audio version of it out there somewhere with storyboards. So maybe someday somebody can piece it together and be like, here's...
Yeah, people do that on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, like here's the Scooby-Doo movie that could have happened. Has the Scooby-Doo movie cancellation restarted a worrisome trend? Yeah, I think it seems like they're... So where I'm confused is they keep saying that Scooby-Doo is like a core brand for them, but they keep canceling Scooby-Doo stuff.
Yeah, except for Velma.
Except for Velma, which is destroying the goodwill
brand,
and the it makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. They said a slew of projects were canceled by the studio, including Westworld, Batgirl, and Batman Cape Crusader. But this one apparently is still happening.
Yeah, so they'll get rid of Scooby-Doo, but they were still going to go with this one.
Yeah, so we got Bo from She-Ra, Luz from The Owl House,
Pretty much.
And this one's apparently going to happen, because they said, we were very fortunate to learn early on that Superman would still be coming out on Cartoon Network and the app as planned. Mergers are always tumultuous, but we're glad we're still going to bring our love for Superman to fans old and new, mostly new, because the old fans are going to be like, what the hell is this? Okay, this is great news. So, okay, here this is why it's good news.
Wait. Okay.
This is why it's good news. From the bits of concept art and stills we have so far, My Adventures with Superman shares a similar visual style with shows like Steven Universe or She-Ra.
I told you! It looks like She-Ra. It looks like the same animators.
Yeah, they might have people working on it. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, this is apparently still happening as of now, but who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, they're talking that they're going to get a new president of Warner Brothers Animation. Maybe he can rein in the chaos. Again, this guy comes from DreamWorks and Skydance. He was the head of Skydance at one point in time. But it's absolute chaos over there. We don't know what's going on. But the stuff they're canceling doesn't make a lot of sense. Stuff they're keeping doesn't make a lot of sense. But there it is. We're going to wrap it up?
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.